So you come back in with Eric. Is there anything different now with in Eric for him in that role though, as he walks in and presents himself as the producer? Does it change a little bit for him? Does he feel a little more comfortable producing the band?
Man, he was so comfortable on Attention. And so to answer your question about this record, no, it didn't really change like his demeanor of things. That's kind of unspoken in a lot of ways. Like he's in the band, but we don't look at him like, okay, here comes the producer.
Okay.
It's just Eric, because we have such an immense amount of respect for him, and we love him, so and that's part of being a band, is also understanding that too. We're still the same band 20 years into this, where ride the same bus still, have the same dressing room, ride the same plane, stay in the same hotels, because we genuinely like being around one another. But in the studio, his biggest thing is more on himself, but he doesn't show that. He's kind of introverted when it comes to those types of things. So like inside of him, he's got a lot of checks and balances that he's going through every day that maybe you wouldn't necessarily see because he doesn't like show it. He exudes positivity. He exudes confidence in the players and the performance. Like he doesn't subscribe to the drill sergeant thing or like self-deprecating like musicians. He actually really despises that kind of behavior in a studio, like when a producer is trying to be aggressive to someone to like and kind of punch down on them. He's not a fan of that. Even when you're trying to get someone to play the most intricate thing or the heaviest thing or whatever, he's not going to be, if you are missing the lick or you're not kind of getting the hit right or something like that, he's not going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Just freaking do it. He's not like that. He will, he's very zen in his approach, never yells, very, very locked in. Mm-hmm. And I think that internally, he's probably going through a lot of different things because he's got a lot of checks and balances. A lot of times for Eric, his whole way of looking at it is that why he decided and why it was time for him to become the producer of the albums with Shinedown was because he was ready. And he had a good point about that too on the last album. He goes, I would rather go crazy making the record rather than watch someone else go crazy trying to make the record. Because like Eric knows what he wants. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Understood completely.
So it's a good environment. It's not it's actually a very light, fun environment. When it's time to record, we're recording, but we bust each other's balls a lot and there's a lot of laughs.